theme music.
Assalamu alaikum. What's going
Assalamu
on, family? How you
alaikum.
doing? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome to Mind Spark Creation. And yes, it is another Thinking Thursday. All praises is due to Allah. It is another Thinking Thursday, and we are so thankful and we are so grateful that we are here with you. And once again, Ramadan Mubarak. We
Ramadan
pray
Kareem,
that your
fam.
Ramadan is going well. All praises due to Allah. We got a very exciting show for you today. Very exciting show for you today. For those of you who don't necessarily know, we have been doing a little bit of movement. We'll talk about that movement in a little bit. But you know how we gonna get down. My wife said that we need to start doing the music first now. So I'm gonna actually get ready to pull up some of that. Give me a second. This pretty go ahead and goes live on your phone.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, family. Just give your brother a moment. Give your brother a moment to pull that piece up. And just okay. Just give me a moment to pull that piece up. You know, the computer sometimes work a little slower than I do. So work with me. Work with your brother. Work with your brother. Good morning. Good morning. Blessings to you and yours. All praises due to Allah. See, I got my last dragon on, right? Look like he got his African medallion, right? All praises due to Allah, family. What's going on? You can't go live no more?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Okay. So let me get everything together here. Come on. I'm spinning. Okay, I don't want that right now.
All right. I just went live on Natalie Gwynn for today's show, The Power of Ujima and Ujaama in Motion.
That's right.
Let's talk about it, fam. I know it's not December and it's not Kwanzaa, but it should. These are principles that we should take with us all year long, never forgetting these beautiful principles. It's just like in Islam, the principles and our pillars. Those are things that we stand with all year long.
Oh, y'all have to forgive me. It wanted to start
All right,
earlier
and
than
that's
I
that's
did.
gonna be some wake up, wake up.
Yeah, it
All
wanted
right.
to start a little earlier than I did.
All right.
All right, y'all.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, Ramadan Mubarak. All praises due to Allah. We definitely welcome you in, family. We are excited to be with you once again. We have been doing some traveling we're going to talk about, and we really just got back. So we're going to talk about that. And that's one of the reasons we took on this subject because we wanted to take on this subject, the power of Ujima, which is the cooperative work, and then Ujima is cooperative economics. So we wanted to talk about that because it was absolutely in motion in our travels, and it always is all throughout the year. So, but before we jump into that, like we said, we want to give you all a little bit of theme music. Now, for those of you all who don't know, this song will officially be the fundraiser song for Love My Kids. So if you are interested in getting a copy of this song, let us know. It's only going to be $199. It's going to be $199. Give us your honest opinion. Give us your honest opinion, Brother Charles. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Give us your honest
Peace,
opinion.
brother.
Let us know what you all think. Come on, where my house heads at this morning? Come on, that's that wake up music right there. Woo. Your boy was getting it in. That was spiritual right there. Woo. Come on. What? Come on now. Perfect. All right, family. All right. I'm telling you that piece will make you take off. I'm telling you right now. That piece will absolutely make you take off right there. You know, all praise is due to Allah. I'm telling you, that was like a spiritual experience right there. Now, once again, like we said, that is going to be the official song. That's going to be the official fundraiser song that was made by yours truly, your brother right here, brother DJ Dawood Ali. Yeah, yeah, all praises due to Allah. You know, so that is one of the ways that we're gonna raise money for this Love My Kidney Center. Hey Sherry, Assalamu alaikum. This is one of the ways we're gonna do that. We're gonna have that up probably next week. It's only gonna be $1.99, $1.99. So if you was feeling that song and you down and you wanna go ahead and get your purchase, you know, let us know. We're gonna go ahead and get that up by next week, God willing.
And
Maybe
$1 goes to
no, the whole we sending the whole thing to Love My Kidneys. Sending the whole thing. We're gonna try to get this money up quick as we can. You know, so we definitely want you all support with that. Also, you know, we got the product of the week of the month, and that is Paximune. Paximune right here. For those of you all who have been looking for it, we do have it available for you. You can just hit us in the inbox, let us know, or you can go to our Etsy store, which I will type in the chat. You can actually go to our Etsy store and pick that up for yourself. Definitely, you want something that's going to help regulate and modulate your immune system in this day and time. As you know, we dealing with this pandemic, and this is something that Dr. Alim and they have come up with to help us with that. We are proud distributors. We are proud distributors of the Pax Immune. All praise is due to Allah. We do have it on hand, so if you order today, we can send it out today. So all praise is due to Allah. Uh, Let me go back for just a second. All right, I got one more. You already know we got a few things for you to support before we get into the heart of our conversation.
which is going to be an awesome
It's gonna be an
conversation.
awesome
This
conversation.
is an awesome weekend.
So you stay tuned in, family. Don't go nowhere. As they used to say back in the day, don't change that dial, okay? Don't change that dial. So I couldn't get it exactly where I wanted it, so forgive me for that.
Now you can get the same uncompromising truth you've come to expect from the Final Call newspaper on all your connected devices. Subscribe to the Final Call digital edition today. Go to subscribe.finalcalldigital.com.
All right. And if you are not a subscriber to the Final Call, we ask that you would become one. You definitely need that unbought, uncompromised news that you can truly use. We already know that corporate media is corporate control and that they're going to tell you what they want to hear. That is why I'm such a proud representative of the Final Call newspaper, because we get to print the truth. We don't have to worry about corporate sponsorship and none of the rest of that. It is unbought, uncompromised, dedicated to the resurrection and rise of the black man and woman here and all over the planet Earth. Okay. So all praise due to Allah. If you're not a subscriber, we definitely want you to become a subscriber. If you need that physical copy, like my beloved wife, you get to do one or two things. All right. One, you can adopt you a Muslim. That's right. Adopt you a Muslim. You see that beautiful brother out there with the paper, just let them know you want to get your paper every week. Let them know you want to get that paper every week, and I know they'll be glad to accommodate you. If you're here in the Tucson or Phoenix area, just reach out to us. Let us know. We'll be glad to get it to you, me and my beloved son. We'll be glad to get it to you. And lastly, if you don't know no Muslims at all, you somewhere the Muslims just not at, and you still want that physical copy, contact us anyway. We can ship that out to you, okay? Each and every week, just let us know that that's something that you would like to do, and we can get it shipped out for you. We can get it shipped out for you, okay? Just a few more announcements, and then we're gonna get in with our show. All right. Okay. Oh,
Oh, come on, man.
we gonna.
Oh, come on, man. Hi, Assalamu alaikum. Peace and blessings, everybody. I just wanted to stop for a moment and simply natural here in Atlanta, Georgia at 2012 Cameron Road. That's right. But this weekend, we're going to be at the Pan African Fest with everything you can imagine that you need. Anything from some beautiful African clothes to some casual clothes. And hey, check it out. The Queen of Rap jewelry. Oh, we will be in the house. These beautiful sisters will be represented. Okay. So that's right. So come on down and support the Pan African Fest in Macon, Georgia. Hi, salam alaikum.
All right.
All right. That was
So
this past
that was
weekend,
this
family.
past weekend, but we played that because we want you definitely to support them as well. We definitely want to support them and all that they do. As you already see that they are also supporters of the Queen of Rap Jewelry.
Long time.
Long time. That's an absolute fact. All right. Okay. And
Wake up. As a Muslim woman, mother, and grandmother, seeing our future recite the prayer in English and Arabic is a phenomenal experience. Seeing a father or grandfather bond with young Muslim children is priceless. This interactive book called The First Day I Prayed has allowed us these experiences with the Arabic and English transliteration right here, along with colorful pictures, including how to wash for prayer, the position of prayer, combined with a truly wonderful story of a child leading Salat with their family for the first time. So not only
Will your child be able to connect with another child their age who has learned to perform the prayer? They will learn to lead as well. Look no further, family. The first day I prayed is just that book. This book is beautifully illustrated. It tells the story of my son, Jameen Muhammad, an 8-year-old Muslim child who was gifted with being able to lead Salatu al Fajr, or the dawn prayer, and what they experienced the first day he led the prayer. The love of Allah, prayer, and family come bursting through the pages of this book. So come, journey with us and experience the first day I prayed. Our book is available in digital or physical copies. Just click the link below www.etsy.com/shop slash Nafiza Ali. Thank you, family. Have a wonderful day. I say salam alaikum.
All right, all right. The first day I prayed. What a beautiful experience for a young man or woman.
Indeed, indeed. Just one more family, and then that is it. Just bear with us for just a moment.
I think these are very good commercials. I like it better than us talking about it. Here we go. My sister, my
To
beautiful, beautiful
literally.
sister.
My name is Sadiqa Muhammad. I've been blessed with.
I didn't share it yet.
We have to share
Yeah,
that.
we gotta share that.
All right.
Okay.
My name is Sadiqa Muhammad. I've been blessed with an opportunity to literally press the reset button for my life. It's just in time for the Muslim reset or Ramadan. I didn't have Ramadan decorations for my home, and I haven't seen any that represent the MGT. So, the black man and woman are gods. And what do gods do? They create. So, join me in pressing the reset button with this beautiful MGT on your wall, reminding you of this blessed Ramadan.
All right, family, we got one more. This is a
Uh-oh.
special one. My son don't know this one yet, but I want to show you all one of our new products that we'll be having. Move a little forward. You're gonna bring your head forward, yeah. So we're gonna have this available coming up, God willing, next week. We are taking pre-orders for that. That will be on our website. We want to show you all. Look at the back of that right there. Okay, and then even on the other side as well. Now those are stitched. Those are stitched, so that's not going nowhere. Okay, that's not going nowhere. Beautiful hat, and it is also snapback too. So that way you can actually do
Adjust
it
it.
adjust it to whatever head size. Right, and that's so that's Black Pride all day, 360.
That's right.
All praises due to Allah. Well, family, again, thank you so much for tuning in with us. We really do appreciate you all, and we thank you for sitting around as we talk about our commercials there. It gives us an opportunity to advertise, but also talk about something that's really good for our support. At least we think it's really good for our support. Definitely, as we went through with that, we always try to present something that's going to be very beneficial to you. And that's why we play those commercials the way that we do. But we have been traveling. All praises is due
Yes.
to Allah. We had a very long trip, family, a very long trip. We traveled all the way from here in Tucson all the way to Atlanta. We stopped in Dallas, and then of course we traveled back. So with everything we did, we traveled like 5,000 miles in a week.
A week.
We traveled like 5,000 miles in a week. I
Yes.
mean, we just really touched bases here on the ground
Last night.
just last night. So, that goes to show you our dedication to you, because surely we could have took the day off, but we didn't want to do that. We wanted to go ahead, get in, and talk about our experience that we experienced. We went, of course, to see family and friends, and we had a awesome time. But of
Yes.
course, we're not gonna just talk about it. We're gonna show you all some pictures and things as well, so you all can actually see some of the photos and whatnot of our travels as we did travel along our journey.
Mm.
And we did, of course, pick up a few things. Shout out to the Pan African Fest. Shout out to the
Absolutely.
Pan African
Every
Fest
year. Oh,
every year in Macon, Georgia. I mean, we love it. We love it all the time. It was our calling card to Macon, actually.
hmm.
It was our calling card to Macon when we first came to Macon, Georgia. We came there because of the Pan African Fest. I mean, as far as we came down and vended, we had been a couple of times before, but that was like the seal of deal when we actually came to the Pan African Fest. And of course, we stayed in Macon like almost 3 years. We
Right.
stayed in Macon almost 3 years. And we did the Pan African Fest, I think every year. I think
Mm.
every year while we were there. We
Yes,
did the
sir.
Pan African Fest every year while we were there. We are so thankful and grateful for them putting on something like that to make us understand that no matter where we are in the world, Black people should be united and connected.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what Pan Africanism is all about: uniting uh, Black people here, along with our brothers and sisters all over the world, and of course, including Africa. But we just want us to know that we the original people, and we are the original people everywhere. That's right. That
Everywhere.
includes Europe, that includes China, that includes Japan. So for those of you all who did not know that, we have a lot of material. You got things by Renuka Rashidi, Ivan Van Sertima, J.A. Rogers, and so many, many more that you can pull from. Dr. Wesley as well, talking about blacks in Arabia. Even
Mm.
Saudi Arabia is actually talking about the black tribe that was originally in Saudi Arabia. Okay,
Mm.
that's exactly what it actually means.
Right.
So, for those of you all who did not know that, we are the original people everywhere. And that's what the Pan African Fest is really all about, connecting us with all of our people. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad in the Muhammad Speaks newspaper, he used to have a hand that stretched across from
Mm.
America to Africa, shaking hands
Right.
to let you know that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad always wanted us to connect with our brothers and sisters in the motherland, and they wanted them to connect with us.
That's
But
right.
he told us that we had to change our mind and change our way of life because what we had been turned into would not be acceptable to them, because we had just been turned inside down, upside down, and inside out. Okay. All right. So that I just wanted to give a shout out to the Pan African Fest.
Yes.
Also, shout out to Simply Natural. Simply Natural, you did see the video. We've been working with those sisters for quite some time.
Over 10 years.
Uh, I'm gonna let my wife tell a story of how it really began. We were vending at, what was it? Was it the
That was Habasha.
I know it was Habasha, but which event for Habasha? Wasn't it the Organic Fest?
More than likely it was.
Yeah, the Organic Fest. I'm gonna let
Right.
her tell that story of how she met one of the sisters that's part of that.
All right. Assalamu alaikum, family. Peace and blessings. Praying everybody is awesome. Ramadan Mubarak. Thank you all for tuning in today. After this very, very long week in my car. No. It was such an awesome experience that we had. And that commercial that my husband showed in the very beginning with me and three other sisters. The sister directly behind me was Mama Umi, and then there was Mariah, and then there was Star. And those three sisters, I've been very fortunate and blessed to really connect with. Mariah, the one in the middle, was the first sister that I met. We were vending, my husband and I, we've been vending for a long time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we were vending at Habasha, like he said, and Mariah, we were selling teas at the time, some healthy teas that had all kind of good herbs and stuff in it, right? So Mariah came and she saw our table, and we had a variety of everything. We was like the one-stop shop for your holistic healing, right? So she, came by the table, and we started talking, and she said, "Do you have a chair?" And my husband was like, "Yes, absolutely." So he pulled up a chair for her, and she sat there for the rest of the day.
Definitely
And
true.
we really bonded, not just as like sisters, was a mother daughter kind of bond. It was just really, I think, in my, Allah just connected us that day, and we've been friends ever since.
Ever since.
um Not only did we vend at many different events with Star and her, Star and Mariah were business partners with Simply Natural, selling African clothes, shea butter, toothpaste, a little bit of everything. And so we started vending together. And
Yeah.
then when my husband and I moved away, they started buying my stuff wholesale and still selling it
Right.
because they wanted, they love my product by Allah's grace and mercy. And it's in Atlanta. Copper jewelry is a big thing, and my style is a little unique from what you see a lot in Atlanta. So they carry the products, and by Allah's grace, the products sell, the jewelry, holistic healing jewelry sells very well. And so they had a store in Douglasville, um, Georgia, and so they decided to move it to Atlanta. And so now they're on Campbellton and Delow. If you're familiar with that area, it's right in the mall. It's called Simply Natural. Well, Mama Umi has been helping like along the way, but Mama Umi has a special gift within her own right.
Mm-hmm.
Mama Umi not only does foot detox, right, with the ionic foot bath, but she also does not just full body massage. She goes, it's such a spiritual experience for her. And she gives the best hugs in the world. When she hugs me, she always like hit them pressure points in my back. And because she knows the health challenges that I have, she's always, hitting those spots just in that little few minute hug. But it's just love, when she does it. And so it's like I said, it's very spiritual. So inside the shop, she has her own area in the back where, she does the ear candling. She has whipped shea butter, things like that. So if you are in the Atlanta area, please stop and support my sisters. The Queen of Rap Jewelry, of course, is there. But I went in, it's like we bought her, because what's the point of giving them cash, and or them giving me cash and I got to give it right back? Because I did buy a couple of outfits while I was there, and inshallah you all will see the new outfits that I purchased over the next couple of weeks. Um, but just very beautiful clothing. Their spirit and their energy of working together is amazing. And if I was in Atlanta, I'd be right there with them. And that is true. So it has been a beautiful journey working with my sisters in business and what they have going on over there. When you walk in that store, I
Mhm.
guarantee you, you're going to feel the love. You're going to feel the energy. And we even have the youth now working with us in the store. Star's daughter, one of her daughters, is working in the store, helping them come up to modern times so that we can get everything on the website so you'll be able to go online and make purchases as well.
Mhm.
Yes.
Well, family, that is what she's explaining is the principle of Ujima, which is cooperative work. And that is that principle in motion as well as Ujamaa, which is cooperative economics, because they all, play their part to make sure that this store is available to you. And this is what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was telling us in his beautiful book, Message to the Black Man. Y'all have to excuse my book. Of course, it's well read. Okay,
That's
this is
right.
what he was telling us in Message to the Black Man in America. He said that 5 or 6 of you get together and you formulate a business. He talked about understanding the need for group operations, the understanding the need for group operations, family. And we definitely need to understand that, because a lot of times what we've been taught is that you have to be in competition with everybody. But when you looking at Walmarts and Kmart's and Target and all of these people, this is not one person that's doing all of this. This is a group of people who have decided to come together to buy products at wholesale prices, put it in the storefront, and then make it available to you.
Right.
See, they showed us that, yeah, you got to be in competition and all of that. But no, Target is its own lane. Walmart is its own lane. We know a lot of Kmart's have closed, but there's still some, but they're their own lane. So it's not really about competition. It is about them understanding the need for group operations.
Right.
And this is what we have to understand. If you have shea butter, you sell shea butter, and then 10 other people that do, why you all don't buy together? You moving a couple 100 pounds of shea butter a month, and they're moving a couple hundred, and the rest of them, you all moving 1,000+ pounds. Why don't you all buy collectively?
Right.
That way you can cut that cost all the way down, and you can even get more profit than you're already getting, because you're utilizing the principle of cooperative economics.
That's right.
So this is what they understand. They understand that reality. They know that they don't have to do it on their own. So they go and they look for good. So just like when we go and we see things like this, a beautiful brother in Charlotte, North Carolina, he hand designs these. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna be getting in contact with him, because that's something that I love it. I always have ever since it was out in the 90s. I love it. I always
Jamie got
have.
one. Show them
And
yours.
Mr. Jami got one.
That's that X.
You got that X right there. And also you see he's supporting NOI shirts as well. So, that's what we're about. We're about uh cooperative economics and understanding the need for group operation. I don't have to make all the t-shirts. I can support my brother. I
That's
can
right.
support my sister. And in that, we make each other stronger in our support of one another. It's not about a competition. What it should be about is finding out how you all can work together. So if somebody does hair and somebody does massages and you do personal care items, and somebody does reflexology and all of these things, well, guess what? You got you a spa right there.
That's
And
right.
then you can add to it like they did and add the clothes and the incense and the body oil. So it literally your one-stop shop for wellness and healing mentally, spiritually, and physically.
That's right.
I mean, they got sea moss in there. They got sea moss in the store. They have immunity boosting tonics in the store.
Mm.
They have of course African baths and clothes and all these things. So they combined a whole experience, and on top of that, you get to be able to get a massage or the
Mm-hmm.
foot detox and the air candling all in there, and also Mama Umi also she cooks as well.
Yes, you
She
do.
also
Very
cooks
well.
too. She
Very well.
cooks too. So you may get a good meal as you walk in there. That's what it's about. It's about that cooperative economics. It's about that cooperative work. Those are the things that's going to make us stand out and stand strong. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said again in this beautiful book, he said, "There's no way for you to battle the the big box stores." That's what he called them. The big box stores, if you don't have land and you don't unite, because all of our freedoms come from the land. If you want leather shoes, you got to have cows. The cows got to be on the land. They got to eat. They got to graze. So therefore, with that, understanding the need for our group efforts.
Right.
Everything that we need comes from the land.
That's
So
right.
if we unite as a collective family, it's many, many things that we can do. We're gonna, kind of let our son tell a little bit about some of his experience as well. So if you got anything you want to add, please go ahead and put it in the chat. Let us know. Are you uniting
Yeah,
with some people? Are you uniting with some people today?
something like everybody. So, in my experience, it was a good trip. And in terms of economic cooperation, like one thing that we're doing is gonna be doing is the hats. That's one thing. And then, like I said, I had to support and get this, and there's some posters I got.
Mm.
I may go get those after I finish talking. It's some posters I got from brother. He has some nice posters. And then of course I support Black anime and comics, and I'll be supporting a lot of their Kickstarters and stuff like that.
Yes, sir.
They have so many Kickstarters. And I'm like, honestly, if we, in terms of the media department, we have enough Black media available where we can actually just, stop really watching all the other media out there. To be honest with you,
Mm.
if we want to do that, I mean, we should, but we have enough media out there if we want to, separate from them, because that's what we have to do. We have to separate from them completely. It don't mean that you're not gonna have your Xbox, PlayStation, or whatever. You gonna have your stuff that you get that you like, but you gotta make it where you support more of your own
Mm-hmm.
first, and then support them last. Cause how many times does the Jewish dollar circulate in the community?
I think it's 6 days.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
like
wow.
yeah, that's for quite a while. Ours only rotate 6 hours.
Right.
Yep. Wow. And we have to fix that. It may
Yes.
be a little bit more now, but I have to look it up. With our circulation, because I know a lot more of us are buying with each other
That's true.
nowadays.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's a lot more Black businesses popping up now.
Mm. Praise be to Allah.
Yep. And then we making land investments too, like those brothers and sisters who bought the acres in Georgia, 91 acres. And that's one step. And then it's a lot of stuff going on. Like that's why they trying to stop our rise. They see we starting to wake up, but we just have to continue to wake up and continue to
Mm.
unite and come together.
Yes, sir. All praises due to Allah.
All
You
right.
know, absolutely where we are right now in time, family. And we have to always be aware of the hour in which we are living. You know, we are living in an hour where it is the fall of a world and the rise of the kingdom of God. So we have to really look at where we are personally in that time period. See, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad also said that everything that you see in this current world, as far as businesses, we need to establish those same type of things in our new world. We're going to need hospitals, because there's a lot of illness that has to be healed
Hmm.
in our community. The type of hospital doesn't have to be the same hospitals that they have currently, where they're pumping you with a lot of chemicals, but a more holistic approach, to healing. Those type of hospitals, which is one of the things that we're working to establish with Love My Kidneys, is to give a whole nother approach to healing the body naturally, right? So, as you think about those things that you do and things that you want to continue to know how to do, you have to start searching out other people that do the same thing that you do so that you can grow from them, they can grow from you, and maybe you all can even connect together and start creating a new world. That's what this is all about. Let the spark in your mind create a new reality.
That's right.
God's kingdom is a new reality in this dispensation of time. We know in the beginning, of course, it was the kingdom of God all day long.
Right.
But an enemy has been introduced to the world to bring out that negative so that we can see the negative and then remove it from our planet.
Go ahead.
So it was necessary for the evil to exist on the planet because the world started with positive and negative. So now we have to remove that negative energy, of the Caucasian and that was within ourselves. We have to remove that from the planet, and building our economics. It's everything. It's not just one thing. It's everything that you can imagine, right? From our clothes
Hmm.
to cotton, textiles. Go to the museum and just see some of the things that was created. Even when you're looking at crypto, see now there's a new currency
Right.
that's coming about.
And we
You
got
know,
ours too, peace coin.
right? The Nation of Islam have the peace coin. If you want to know more about that, inbox us and we'll connect you with our beautiful sister that we know personally, that is working directly with the brothers and sisters on the peace coin. But everything is changing. So where do you fit in? If you still trying to fit into an old world and go to the old job and do the old things, you're going to be obsolete in the new world. So let's start looking and preparing our minds for something new, something different, and always centered around Allah, always centered around the God of the universe. Because if you're working on anything outside of that, right? If you're one of those people that you want to stay in that negative world of drugs and prostitution and child abductions and things like that, you are not going to survive.
Come
Your
on now.
time is up
Go
and
ahead.
that is over. So you either need to get legit or you need to get gone. And that's just the way that that's going to be, family. Prayerfully, you are working toward something positive. Don't keep depending on these jobs. As you see with the pandemic showed us that, your everyday job is not going to be there for you.
Hmm.
You're not going to always be able to go to Walmart because now they're doing things with machines. So they're already making it. And well, they started out with making us check our ourselves out, at the cash register. My mother used to say that was the devil. She say no. I'm not self checking myself out. That's eliminating a job.
Hmm.
And of course, when she first started saying that, okay, sorry about all of this going on behind us, y'all. Um, that's my jewelry and stuff. But anywho, uh, this is my bags of jewelry. Anyway, so we have to look and see what do we need in the kingdom of God, right? We got to heal. So if you are into teas and herbs and things like that, then definitely grow that. Grow that with other believers. If you are a cook and you know that you're going to cook better than Sarah Lee, you're going to use more holistic or more organic, more natural foods, like my beloved sister Matala in Atlanta,
Come
who
on now.
fed us
Oh
and
yes, we got to
served
tell that
us,
story.
so well. That was one of the things on this trip that we were trying to do. We were trying to connect with Muslims, um, chefs and cooks that could prepare a good meal for us, because we knew we weren't able to bring our Instapot and get in there and cook, because we was moving around. We didn't have the time or the space in our vehicle to carry everything like we thought we would. But we weren't able to do that, so we wanted to get good food. The messenger told us to take our mouths out of their kitchen. Well, how can we do that if we can't find a good place where we can find some good clean food? But we did with Sister Matala. She fed us very, very well.
Yes, she did. I just dropped the link for her Facebook page in the chat. If you in the Atlanta area, our sister has bakery, Fruitalicious. I think that's how you say it. That's how it's spelled to me. Fruitalicious bakery. The sister, the food was delicious. I mean, she did a teriyaki salmon
Mm,
and some rice for my wife, and we
yes,
did fish sandwiches, and we did a bean soup and a bean pie, and everything was absolutely
yes,
awesome. The sister lived quite a distance from us, and she went ahead even after work and everything and delivered the food to our door. So definitely shout out. Matter of fact, hold on, 'cause, see, I forgot that.
what?
I'm glad that you said
Because
that.
you got pictures.
Oh, I got some stuff. Hold
And it was delicious. It was really
We
delicious.
actually still have some left over.
Oh, okay. Is my teriyaki salmon still in there?
That's not really.
It was good. It was very filling um, meal. And having bean soup, for us, we're vegetarians. So, being able to get our protein while we were on the road, was, man, it was so good, so good, so good. This was food for 2 days, fam.
on. That's right. That's
And like
right.
my son, we still had a little bit left over, but we ate for 2 days on this meal right here.
That's right. I just want to our tribute that we did to our sister for what she did for us. Assalamu alaikum, family. We want to give a mad shout out to our sister Amanta Sabrina, our beloved sister here in Atlanta, who is the proud owner of
Can you go bigger?
Fruit Delicious Gourmet
Can you make it
Bakery.
bigger?
She hooked us up. You already know. We traveled a family. We want to give a mad shout out to our sister Amanta Sabrina, our beloved sister here in Atlanta, who is the proud owner of Fruit Delicious Gourmet Bakery. She hooked us up. You already know. We traveled a long way to get here to Atlanta, and we contacted our beautiful sister, contacted our sister, and we let her know what we were looking for. Not only did the sister prepare the delicious meal, she came and delivered it herself. That's what I'm talking about. She came and delivered it herself. Look at that. That's delicious teriyaki glazed salmon. You got the fish sandwiches on deck, the bean pie. You got the bean soup. So I'm telling you, go on over and support our sister right there. That is her phone number that you can get in contact with her. She does cookies, cakes, pies, and a whole bunch of other things. My sister is doing it supreme. So we wanted to give a mad shout out to our sister. Sister Amasa, we thank you so much for doing what you did for us. We really do appreciate it. And we pray that you will go and support her right now. I just want that's a shout out right
That's
there.
right.
We definitely want to acknowledge our brother BJ Powell. He said, "Great work, family. May Allah and the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and Brother Minister Farrakhan continue to be with you all,
Thank you,
and
brother.
may He be with you as may those things be with you as well." Thank
That's
you
right.
so much for tuning in with us, Sister Sabira. We really appreciate you tuning in, and everybody else that's tuning in with us. I saw Brother Carlos was here for a brief moment as well.
Sherry.
I'm gonna try to pronounce my brother's name, Ihala Il Ilha Ilha uh, Wakazuri.
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 Did I say that right,
I
brother?
hope I didn't jack your name up.
I hope I said it right.
I do apologize if I did. I attempted though, but I wanted to acknowledge our brother. Our brother is letting us know that they and he love the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan,
Allahu
and as
Akbar.
we said, we love the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan as well. Look, family,
What time he wanted to show
we
the?
wanted to show you some of these pictures that John Me was able to pick up too.
Okay, you got to turn a little bit more, baby. All right. Can y'all see that? It's a little bit of a. Oh, look
Bring
at
it
that.
up a little
Yeah,
bit.
there it is.
Yeah,
That's my. There you go.
got that beautiful Black Panther print right
That's right.
there.
Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever.
That's one. Turn it to the side. You gotta turn it like that. Yes.
All right. How do you say their name, son? The what?
Dora Milaje.
The Dora Milaje. Beautiful. That's a
Look at
beautiful
that.
image right
Is
there.
that at the waterfall?
Yes, yes it
Oh,
is.
that's beautiful.
Yes it is.
Them the warrior sisters.
Yes. All right. And always
Last one.
we gotta remember our history. And that's Blank Wall Street right there. Captured the images of Black Wall Street and exactly what happened. We were fortunate
Mm.
enough to actually visit Black Wall Street a number of years ago. Um, we were fortunate enough to actually visit Black Wall Street,
Yes.
and we actually were blessed to speak with an elder
Mm.
whose parents were actually lived in Black Wall Street, and the brother let us know exactly what went down. And not only that, if you ever been to Tulsa, you know that now Black Wall Street, it was Greenwood. It was the Greenwood district. It have been turned now only into one block,
Right.
where at one time it was 25.
Right.
It was one block, and the enemy not only blocked it, they built the expressway right through so that
Mm-hmm.
they could not rebuild. And if you go up under the expressway, you walk under, and then the school that was producing all the doctors is right down the street as well. So the school that was producing the doctors is right down the street. You got businesses there, but of course you got others that have moved in now as well. So, but that I bring that up not for us to just only look at it as a historical experience, but that was absolutely again Ujima and Ujaama in motion.
That's right.
That was cooperative work, and that was cooperative economics in motion to the point where we created a town in which Africa wanted to actually trade with that town. Okay, Africa wanted to
Mm.
trade with that town and other countries as well, because what we were producing there. Well, family, all of these things from Black Wall Street to Mounds Bayou to Beale Street to the 60 towns that we built, those are not just history lessons for us to go back and look at a book on.
Mm.
These are lessons of what we can do
That's
again.
right.
These are lessons that if we pool our resources,
Mm.
Sister Ava just last week interviewed the 19 families that purchased land in Georgia, and they have their own community. I believe it's 100 and something acres
Right.
there that they purchased. So
Mhm.
that goes to show you that there's a mental shift, that the shift moving toward Ujima cooperative work and Ujaama cooperative economics is in full swing.
And I,
So
let me get
go
this.
ahead.
Oh, I just wanted to say that, for those people that say black people will never unite, we'll never be able to do this, that or the other, all of that is a myth now. All of that has been destroyed because we're doing it, right? It just, on TikTok, y'all know I like my TikTok. They was like, well, why you ain't blow up yet? Why you not viral? Because you're not supporting. And a lot of times that's what it boils down to, family. The reason we're not as successful as we want to be is because we're not supporting. So we have to make and take that extra step to support our own and be ourselves. Love yourself. Make sure that the first thing that you try to do is shop black.
That's right.
We ate out one night, and what we decided was we wanted to support black. So we found a black owner of a fish. He sold fish. And man, was that fish was so beautifully done. It was so pretty. We should have took a picture of it because it was like golden. And it was really, really good. So always try to make your first choice supporting your own, right? And then your second choice is supporting our brothers and sisters, um, supporting our brown and indigenous brothers and sisters. Try some food by the Native Americans if you can. If that's something that's available. So if we continue to make that an effort, you should never buy shea butter from Walmart. I've said it before and I'll say it 150 times again.
Mm-hmm.
Do not buy your shea butter from Walmart. There are too many brothers and sisters out here that is producing it for you, that is buying it from Ghana, because that's the only place in the world that it actually grows. And they're having it shipped. And some sisters and brothers are whipping it, some just selling it raw, and just make sure that you're supporting your own. Now we have more brothers and sisters who are scientists that are producing dietary supplements that you can support. Is it expensive? Probably. Is it worth it? Yes. These are brothers and sisters who went into the lab with you in mind. Not, necessarily for the whole world, but for you, because they know that we are suffering from every disease out here. All illnesses, we at the top of the dang on list. We used to didn't be that with cancer. When we talked about cancer when I was growing up, it was always Caucasian. It was not us, but now we're at the top of that list as well. Diabetes, high blood pressure, kidney disease, name it. And we're there. So our brothers and sisters have gone into the lab, have gone into their science labs and have created dietary supplements, not drugs, not medicines based on chemicals, but a dietary supplement based on plants, based on Mother Earth, where all of our healing comes from. That's where they went and that's what they produced, right? So that's where we want to start, family. We want to start with our own. There's a brother now who's producing hairbrushes that do not have boar hair, pig hair. That's what most of your brushes are. If they're not plastic, most of them is some pig hair. So you got pig on your wig, right? So we now have brothers, and it may be, I'm sure, some sisters in that mix, as well, that are producing brushes that are made with cactus. But it's not hard where it hurts your head, but it's strong enough to brush your hair, and it feels good, and there's no pig on it. So we can go down the list, family. You all, mind spark creation. That's what we want to do. We want to spark your mind, to just even think about it and consider using products by your own people. Our beautiful sister, this is my last point. My husband will show some more pictures. But our beautiful sister Wendy Sajda Muhammad, has her own vascular hospital.
That's right.
Did you all know that? Go to Mo on Instagram. What is it? Mo
Mind
Today.
of mind of an entrepreneur.
But you look her up under
MOE Mo.
Mo, um, Mo Today, and go there and you can look up her hospital that she has. You know, for if you need some kind of vascular surgery, you know that's what her hospital is. So you know we're doing it. We're doing it. We just need to support it, family. If we could just support it, you know, support those that are out front, you know, that are running this race a little bit, you know, more out front than others, if we could get behind them and support them, you know, there are more people not just talking about reparations, you know, but reparations is definitely something that we are owed, something that we are due, something that we're going to get, whether they willingly give it or not. It will happen, you know. So we have to support those that are out front, you know, that are doing those things that's going to empower us as a people. Let's be more supportive. You know, we can't just keep sitting at home, family. When the Holy Quran talks about sitting at home, you know, while others fight, it's not just saying they're out in the street, you know, they're rioting, they're fighting, and we're sitting at home. No, it's even deeper than that. You know, we're sitting at home when all we got to do sometimes is pick up a phone, you know, and lend our support to those that are doing it. If you know there's some brothers out there with farms in your community, support those farms. Go get you some good food.
Mm-hmm.
Get you some good food, family. Okay. I said I was gonna chill today, but y'all be bringing out that energy in me for real.
Well, family, I'm trying to pull these pictures up so that we can kind of show you all some of our travels. Look like I'm only gonna kind of be able to pull up my wife's pictures right now. So I'll show you some of them.
All right.
Okay, so this was Simply Natural. This was I can't do it like that. This was Simply Natural, the sister store that we talked about in Atlanta. This is Simply Natural in what the 2021
Campbellton Road.
Campbellton Road.
It's
Okay,
right on Campbellton and Delow in the mall.
so that's part of that store. This is one of the outfits my wife got from them that she was telling you about. We actually in a beautiful Airbnb right here. Miss Yon. Miss Yon, she owns the Airbnb that's right there, not too far from Morris Brown, Spelman, as well. This was a 2 bedroom, 2 bath, beautiful Airbnb. This is a outfit I got, not not from them, but I bought me a little walking suit. You know, getting ready for these Phoenix and Tucson summers. Okay,
Right.
all right. This is a beautiful picture of Texas. This is some of the buildings there in Dallas, where we were. Yours truly. Yours truly. This is us driving on the road, family. Driving on the road. My son blessed me and let me, rock his hat for a little bit, because it's so fresh. It's so clean. You
Right.
already know. You already know.
Oh yeah, that's another.
This is again same picture, just different angle. This is one of the bridges there in Dallas. One of the bridges there in Dallas. There go my beautiful wife right there with a smiling face as we rolling through. Okay, we still in Dallas here. These are some of the pictures at the Airbnb. That's one of the photos that was on the wall. This is in Atlanta. This was the setup that they had. The that was in one of the rooms there. Uh,
Yeah, those would be two
So
different
some of the
bedrooms.
two different bedrooms that they had. This is my wife. She is on hemodialysis. So this is some of the things that we have to do when we travel. These are some of the things that we have to do when we travel.
But see, this
Uh,
is how you travel when you treat at home,
mhm.
and you decide you don't have to be if you're on, dialysis or whatever. You ain't got to be stuck at home and be pressed. You can still get out there and travel. Look at that background right there, that picture. Isn't that
That's a
beautiful?
beautiful picture too.
I was comfortable. Go ahead, honey.
Yeah. And so this was the kitchen right here in that Airbnb. This was us setting up the machine, getting ready for the treatment. Those are the supplies they delivered to us. Some of the other pictures, this was the little table they had in there. They gave us a sparkling apple cider to welcome us
Yes.
in.
Beautiful
This is the
kitchen.
beautiful kitchen, you know. Um, and that was that on those. Like I said, uh, I can't get to the other pictures. I have to do a collage of it, and I'll put it up so
Okay.
that everybody can see. Because I thought that it was gonna pull it over
So we
from
did
here.
stay in Dallas. We stayed at a couple of hotels because that was our midpoint in our
Right.
travel. But when we were in Atlanta, we did the Airbnb.
Yeah.
And honestly, family, when you travel, you may want to start considering Airbnb. The prices are pretty much the same as a hotel, but
Hmm.
if you cook, it's definitely will accommodate you.
Right.
Definitely will accommodate you. You got more space, as opposed to being tight in a hotel room and, your beds is right next to each other. At the Airbnb, we had our room and my son had his room. He had his own bathroom. We had our own bathroom,
Right.
and when you travel, especially if you're driving, you tend to have a lot of stuff that goes with you. And trying to pull all of that into the hotel was not as easy as it was staying at the Airbnb. I really enjoy every time we travel. That's like our goal is to find a really nice Airbnb.
Yeah. Definitely. We as we travel, we looked at.
Time.
Oh yeah. As we gonna get ready to shut it down in a minute. As we traveled, we definitely looked at reasonable costs. A lot of times we don't. We wanted the best for the cheapest price. So we worked with Priceline on that. So we were able to stay in some 4-star hotels, 4.5 star. Shout out to the Hyatt, man.
Yeah,
Shout
the
out to
Hyatt
the Hyatt
in Dallas.
Regency in Dallas. I mean, absolutely amazing. That was an amazing place. The
Uh,
Magnolia, not so much. Magnolia, not so much. It was a big room, but wasn't no bells, no whistles. It was just you got to say you stay at the Magnolia. I'm way beyond that. I want something that's gonna make you say, "Man, I'm glad I was here."
they had a Chase Lounge chair in
Yes,
front of these big old picture windows.
yes.
We was on the 12th floor, and oh, I didn't even get to show you all. We're gonna do a collage, but the
Wait a
sunset.
minute. I think that
Can you
you
get it on? It
did
was on the
have
tablet.
that.
I took it
Uh,
on the tablet.
oh no, but I think you had.
Oh, the sunset was so beautiful, and to be in
Well,
front
we
of
we
that,
have to get you all the
to
collage.
be in front of that big old window with that Chase Lounge. I've never been in a hotel. They had a Chase Lounge chair right next to the window for your viewing, pleasures.
And the beautiful part too is that they really did think about those that are handicapped and dealing with challenges. I
Right.
mean, they did a great job at that. I mean, they had the fold down seat for the tub. they had the handles inside of the showers and everything.
Right.
So they did a great job with that. We don't necessarily like all that. You got to pay for parking, but it was valet, so they parked our car for us, and that was a good thing. That was a good thing. And we were able to get them to go ahead, park it, and just take our stuff on upstairs. So that was cool. So basically, family, one of the things, and we're gonna let John Me say some things too, is that one of the things that we wanted to really push today is that in this trip that we went on, we were received well by our family and our friends. Shout out to Sherry. We got to see our sister Sherry. Shout out to
Tina.
Tina. We got to see Tina and the
And the
baby who we
baby.
hadn't seen since we left. So we got to see her and her daughters. And shout out to Sister Charlene, even though she live here in Phoenix now. She still made her presence
That's right.
felt and
And we
brought her
met her
daughter. We
daughter,
got to meet her
Fatima.
daughter, Fatima. So shout out to them, and shout out to our brother Atasi L,
Yes.
brother Atasi L, of Quantum
Right.
Products.
Right.
Yeah, we definitely shout out to them. We got an opportunity to meet him. We got all those pictures. We're gonna put them up really soon. We want to acknowledge our sister Bernice Johnson. Welcome, Sherry, brother Calvin Patton. Um, thank you for coming in. Gail Muhammad, brother Derek, my brother. I love my brother. I mean, I just gotta say, brother Sidney Owen, brother Derek. Let me just say something about my brother Derek and his beautiful wife and family. Beautiful brother. Brother did something so special for me that I will remember this for a long time. Prayerfully, I'll remember it forever. 2020, right? That was was it the year before?
That was 2019.
2019. That's right. 2019. My brother, he wasn't able to go to Savior's Day. My brother let me borrow his FOI uniform. Now, in all the years I've been in Nation, I never had a FOI uniform, so my brother let me borrow his. It was a perfect fit. Oh man, did I feel like a soldier? Did I feel like I know I'm a soldier, but I really felt like a soldier that day
That's right.
when I had on that uniform. I got to take my pictures. It was a perfect fit. I
Yeah.
mean, most people wouldn't have done anything like that. I really, truly appreciate my brother for what he did. It was absolutely fantastic. I thank
Hmm.
Allah for that experience,
And he looked
and
good.
I look good.
He
and
looked good. He did.
I look
We looked
good
like
in
we was wait.
it.
We looked like we was supposed to be on top of a Muslim wedding cake.
Come on now. All right, Sister Marilyn Hawthorne, thank you for tuning in. Look, family, this is one of the big things we want to say. We're gonna turn it over to Jami.
Jami said he.
He don't really have much to say. Okay, well he'll say a few things, but we want to say this. Look, family, we need to begin to think of ways in which we can support our own, and we need to think of ways in which we can join on to our own. And what
Right.
I mean by that is that some of us have great businesses that we already have, and that you have others that may do something similar or could add something to your business. You have to look at that. If you look at it all the time, you watch mergers all the time, you watch partnerships all the time. Well, we need to make some of those mergers, those partnerships, so that we can grow and grow and grow and be able to empower ourselves, our family, our people, and many more. And this is how you do it with group
Right.
economics and group understanding the need for group operations, as the Honorable Elijah Muhammad told us over and over again. And that's to the black man. If you have not blessed yourself and read the economic blueprint in the message to the black man, and just haven't read message to the black man at all, I highly advise that you get the book and read it. Don't worry about what people say. Don't worry about what people gonna think. Look at it and read it for yourself.
That's
I
right.
guarantee you're gonna find something that's gonna change your life in this book. It ain't about you necessarily becoming Muslim. That's your nature. You can't become what you already are. That's the nature in which you were made. Whether you call yourself whatever you call yourself,
Right.
God has already made you in the nature to submit to Him. So that's what Islam means. He's made you in that nature. So you don't have to accept what you already are, even though he says accept your own, because being in that nature is your own.
Right.
So what I'm saying to you, family, if you haven't read the message to the black man for yourself, I highly advise that you get it. And for those of you all who are in business and you really want to see how to make a change in our community, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad didn't just tell us in no book. He showed us through his actions what we could do if we pool our nickels, quarters, and dimes. And brothers and sisters, the school system, a canning factory. He shipped millions of pounds of fish, airplanes, banks, schools, again, just so many things that he did for us. Import, export business. This is what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad did for us. Don't let nobody try to write him out of history. You may not agree with him 1,000%. You don't agree with your mother all the time. It don't stop you from loving her.
That's right.
You don't agree with your father all the time. That don't stop you from loving them. This man dedicated and consecrated his life to us as a people, and we cannot allow anyone to dictate to us that this man was bad. They said the same thing about
That's
Jesus.
right.
Yes, they did. They said he was a bad man, and now you can turn around and say, oh no, he was really good. And that's what usually happens with us. That's what usually happens with us. We wait to the last minute when they dead and gone to acknowledge that this man was doing something good for us. Let's stop that. Let's stop them from being able to say that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is a bad person. He isn't a bad person. How do you know? Because he saved and changed my life and my wife's life and millions of other people's lives, and they not doing nothing to be criminals. They're not doing anything to be criminals. They're not doing anything to do anything wrong. They're improving themselves. They're better husbands, better fathers, better wives, better teachers, better whatever they were when they met that man. That's how you know that's a man of God. Because if he's trying to lead you to something wrong, you'll be doing something wrong.
Right.
So I just wanted to say that. I'm going to turn it over to Jami.
Well, you said a lot, and I completely agree with what you were saying that you can't let them tell you the minister is a bad man, because I mean he done too much good, honestly, like too much for you to say that.
Right.
Um,
Exactly.
and you just can't, and you have to always recognize that he's done so much to help us and help
Right.
others. And speaking of Umoja and Ujima, right? Black Sands, they came out with an app where they have their comments on there, but multiple black artists on there. Let me go to that. Click feature series. They have multiple black comic book artists on there, and they're doing really well. They're actually beating out Marvel and DC right
Oh
now.
wow.
Um,
That's a big deal.
and he said he's trying to at least stay in the top 100, which would be really good. So prayerfully, this app is really nice, and I'm not going to talk about it on here, but that's one example of cooperative economics and unity.
Yes, sir. I think it's actually perfect that you talk about it here, and share that, because that's what we're talking about,
Right.
and if especially with our children, because there's so many negative images out there. Even we were watching a little nice wholesome movie at one of the hotels, and the movie was beautiful, but them commercials, Them commercials were horrible. They were horrible. And it was constantly repeating the same homosexual mindset, and really downplaying heterosexual relationship like it was something wrong with a man and a woman being together, but it was okay, for a woman and a woman and a man to be together. So we have to really be careful of our children's minds. And what you find a lot of times, you still have to sift through and be careful. But when you look at the black anime, when you look at black comics, you're seeing more positive images of ourselves, showing that power that we have as the gods that we are. And so I really, really love what my son is doing and bringing more attention, to black anime and comics. And really for your children, go look at his page. What is your page? Your
Let me
web
show
page?
you. Let me show you black anime
You know,
and
and
comics.
he's a young entrepreneur family. My son is not out there doing drugs. He's not out there chasing women. He is working.
They're typing it in black anime comics and stuff so they can see it on the big screen.
Okay.
Yes, sir. We'll type it in for you. But he's another young entrepreneur family.
And what?
Comics and sci-fi.
Okay. So it's coming up. But my point is, when you see these young black men out here working, making things happen, let's support them. I'm a TikToker, y'all. Well, I don't really post a lot, but I go to TikTok and there are black men creating some wonderful things, some hats. Um, oh, it's this one brother that we love his candles. He makes candles. And a lot of times that field is a lot of women. But man, this brother makes some candles that make your house. Like we got two floors, upstairs, downstairs. If
Mm-hmm.
you light it upstairs, you're gonna smell it downstairs. If you light it downstairs, you're gonna smell it upstairs. And guess what? The next day, you're gonna smell it again. You're gonna smell it again. So hey y'all, let's do this. We got this. We're doing it. We just need to increase the amount that we're doing. And as we continue to increase the amount that we do as far as support and producing a product, you're going to see us continue to grow, grow, grow. And before you know it, we're going to have our own space and time, family, where we're not dependent on other people to provide for us, but we will become self sufficient with the help of Almighty God Allah, who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad. We are grateful for the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad because it has set us truly on the path that we have found ourselves. Not the path that we were on prior to, you know, but this beautiful path that we are now on. Oh, they're getting ready to show you something amazing. Look at that. Look at that. About Black anime and comics. Who
All right.
website is that?
That's my website.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So,
Look at
so for
there.
those of you all who want to empower your children with powerful black images,
Yeah.
get them to see their black self,
Yes.
then definitely that's the site you can go. And that site we put it in the in the chat already. It is Black Anime Comics and Sci-Fi. You spell sci-fi SYFY.com. That's Black Anime Comics and Sci-Fi SYFY.com. So you can do that. He got a lot of different comics and things on his site, and he's constantly adding in. But let's support our youth. And let me see that hat one more time. We are taking pre-orders. Let me just open this up. We are taking pre-orders. We are taking pre-orders. We're going to begin shipping these in the next couple of weeks right here. So if you're interested in getting this hat right here, this is all stitched in.
Yes.
So it's a very high quality hat. They only gonna be going for $15, family. They're only gonna be on for $15. So hit us in the there you go. Hit us in the inbox if you're interested in that. And we want to close out with our song once again. We want to let you all hear it in its entirety, okay? We're going to be doing a fundraiser with this for Love My Kidney Center, which is going to be our next show in about 24 minutes. We're going to go over and Love My Kidneys in about 24 minutes, but we want to play this song. Again, God willing, next week we're going to have this up and available for your download. So we want to thank everybody for tuning in with us. We want to thank you for your time, your attention. We really do appreciate you. This will be on our podcast on Anchor FM, also Pandora, and our dear brother Juan X Carlos. We'll also put it on his platform, Phenomenal Radio. So shout out to all of them. All praises is due to Allah about that. So we can play the song and then we're gonna close out. Come on over and join us on Love My Kidneys, which will be in about 24 minutes. Okay. We hope you enjoy this song as much as we do. So, Assalamu alaikum, Ramadan Mubarak.
Peace and blessings.
Down. Woo! That's spiritual right there. I'm telling you right now.
All right, man. Yeah, can you feel it?
Come on.
We're gonna turn this one into a dance floor.
Come on now. Who feeling that? Who feeling that song right there? Let me hear from you.
Great
Oh
job.
yeah.
Great job.
We call that piece atom because it's like an atomic bomb
That's
dropping
right.
on you. All right, so family, we're gonna get on out of here. Come on over and join us on Love My Kidneys. Come on over and join us on Love My Kidneys in just a few minutes. We look forward to seeing you over there. We're excited once again that you are with us. May Allah continue to bless each and every one of you. And we love you. There's nothing you can do about it. And continue to let the thought
In
in
your
your
mind,
mind create
create
a
a
new
new
reality.
reality.
Assalamu alaikum.
Peace and blessings.